Second place was like $1,500, and so the guy in front of me wanted to go on the poker cruise because it was like a bigger competition. So I said, "I'll trade with you. You give me your 1,500, I'll give you my first place." So I gave him the first place. He got the second place, or he gave me the second place, which was money. I wanted money. I didn't want to go on another cruise. But anyway, with that said, I remember watching this guy who, was sitting at the poker table, and he was very good, and he did not have a lot of money, but but there was this drunk lady. There's this drunk lady who had a big old rock on her finger. She had just got married, I think, and she was showing everybody her expensive diamond ring, and she was drinking up, and she had plenty of money because she was just throwing money out there, just betting and whatever, $100 here. She'd bet on bad hands or whatever. And I watched this other guy observing her behavior. All he was doing was waiting for her to get caught slipping. All he was waiting was for her to do something stupid, and he was sitting there just raking in the money. He was raking in the money. You're right. So ultimately, that's really, and honestly, that's the shark versus the fish, right? And when it comes to economics, you want your children to be sharks. You don't want them to be harmful to others. You don't want them to go and hurt people. That's unethical. But you want them to be like aware and alert and on top of things, right? You want them to be educated. You want them to know what's going on. You look in the in entertainment industry. You see sharks taking advantage of fish all the time. The fish is like some 20-year-old who's dreaming about being a famous singer, and all they're thinking about is being famous and being seen by their friends, and they got these stars in their eyes. And the sharks are like these 55-year-olds who've seen 1,000 stars come and go, who are thinking about the money. They're thinking about the bottom line. They're thinking about the contracts. They're thinking about the restrictions. They're thinking about the what ifs. Like, what if this person goes rogue and decides they want to be independent? Okay, well, let's put that in the contract so we can make sure that that can't happen. Just stuff like that, right? And so ultimately, what you got to do is you have to understand the importance of financial consciousness and financial literacy really as a standard for any black person that wants to win, any black person that likes solutions. And type the word solutions in the comments. If you, I want us to really focus on that. Anybody who likes solutions, put the word solutions in the comments. Anybody who likes solutions has to understand the significance of awareness and financial literacy as a requirement, as a prerequisite for being black in America. When they talk about being black, don't you tell me nothing about somebody knowing the right dance moves. When you talk about being black, don't say nothing about no damn barbecue. When you talk about being black, don't even be talking about hairstyles and neck swinging behavior and being loud or learning how to rap or playing basketball. Put those things, you can put those things on the list, but the number one part of the list needs to be financial intelligence. Okay, I am being very black when I learn how to be a financial shark, and I'm not going to be a fish. I'm not going to be a guppy. I'm not going to be a victim my whole life. I'm going to be a winner. I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to learn how to succeed. That's it. Period. Attitude. Attitude is everything. You must have that attitude. Don't obsess yourself with the problem. Obsess yourself with the solution. The problem is only a pathway to get to the solution. Some people get stuck. They get stuck on talking about the problem. They'll recycle the problem and just talk about it over and over and over again. But then when you say, well, what's the solution? They can't do that because they're emotionally stuck. I believe that there is like a trauma that comes with the problem we face to the point where we'll just talk about it over and over and over again. And we never grow up to the next level, which is, well, okay, how are we going to fix this? How are we going to get out of this purgatory? And sometimes you can get addicted to that. Anybody ever seen that where somebody is like almost like they're addicted to complaining, like they can't stop? I sat there, I went to visit my buddy, Dr. Christopher Emden, who's at Columbia University. Great brother, great man.